Okay, so we are live. I think we are live. Let me just recheck on the YouTube. Um, yes, we are live. Let me check the video quality and everything. Mm, yes, I think everything is okay. So there we go. Here we are live. Welcome everyone. This is Hamza. This is our one of first streams in the YouTube live, and in this stream basically we would be covering the major forex cryptos, and we would be trying to find the setups live, and we'll be taking trades. So let's start our conversation from today's live setup. So this is euro jpy trade. uh, this is basically 1 hour chart of euro jpy, and let me actually just give me a second. Okay, so we are back. Sorry about that. So let me just uh, let me see. The YouTube is saying we need to adjust the bit rate. Uh, if I let me just give me a second. We're gonna get into the live trades as well. Here we go. Stream video output. Okay, 2500. I think it will be okay now, because we have already adjusted uh, the bitrate. Okay, great. So basically, let's start our conversation. This is Euro JPY 1 hour time frame. Let me actually show you guys the. Let me adjust the screen a little bit. There we go. Now we are good to go here. Let me go to let me adjust the screen a bit so that you guys can see the actual trade that we are taking. There we go. Let me change the colors of the chart to something like bull candle should be green and bear candle. Let's change the colors so that it should be visible to you guys what we trying to say. uh, on this particular chart. So this is basically Euro JPY trade. As you guys can see, we are actually in a buy trade. If I zoom in, you guys can see. Let me go see. Okay, good. So we have this. Let me change my position of the camera so that you can see the actual position. There we go. So as you can see, we have entered a buy position. We entered a long position here on the Euro JPY around this area. And basically, if we go on the 1 hour time frame, you guys can see this is our live trade opened right now, and this is running into profit. This is a intraday trade, and we are basically targeting this area, almost 30 pips trade. So we are aiming for a 30 pip towards the upside direction around here. So now I'll go through the analysis. Let me see how the price is reacting. 15-minute time frame. It's on a resistance area. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and close this trade for now. I'm gonna close the Euro JPY buy trade. Okay, there we go. I have closed my buy trade on Euro JPY. Now we are going to go to the trading view again. Okay, there we go. Here we have trading view. Let me adjust the screen a bit. There we go. Let me adjust camera here. And let's go back to Euro JPY. This is basically the 1 hour time frame of Euro JPY. I have, okay, now we are good. Okay, great. So this is Euro JPY 1 hour time frame. Without wasting any time further, I'm gonna go ahead and do some analysis with you guys about what's going on here on the Euro JPY and what to expect next. Basically, this was a retracement trade that we have taken around this area. Now I am going to remove my drawings and first of all do a multi-time frame analysis here on Euro JPY. So on this particular chart on the daily time frame, what we can see is that market is in overall strong uptrend. Now we are talking about technicals. We're gonna go and talk about fundamental analysis as well, but for now let's talk about technical, what's going on. So overall we are in bullish trend. Overall we are making clearly higher highs and higher lows. If we mark these highs, we can see every time market make a high, it's higher than previous high, and each low is higher than previous low. So we are more likely to continue moving higher on the Euro JPY on the higher degree. Now if we mark up the structure of the Euro JPY, let me mark the structure here. So when I talk about the structure, that means I don't think you guys can see my whiteboard yet. I think let me just mark it here just. So you can see market has made this high, we have made this low, made high, low, a higher high, and probably a higher low before making another higher high. So this is market structure, and if we see where was the last break in the structure, this was the bullish break of structure. So let's mark this up as a break of structure towards the upside. We have this higher high here, and then market has created some areas of demand, potential demand areas. If we go on the weekly time frame to capture the actual area of demand on the weekly time frame, what we can notice is that there is this bullish order block right here. So we have this bullish order block right here, market move higher, test this order block and pushed higher. So this was the overall bullish trend. Now, if we go to the daily time frame, what we can notice is that market just tested this order block and pushed higher on the daily time frame. So on the larger degree, we are very bullish. Now, if we shift ourselves to the 4 hour time frame, what we can notice is that on the 4 hour time frame, from this area market has shifted the structure. So we was making higher highs and higher lows, but after this high market break below the previous low, so and shifted the structure to the downside direction. So here we have a break of structure but towards the bearish side. So this was a break of structure, but to the downside. So then market made a low, a high, and a lower low. So market was making lower lows and lower highs right at this point. So now what we can notice is that this area was a liquidity point right here. This was a buy side liquidity area. Let me change colors, something like this. So this was a buy side liquidity area. So what market did was market grabbed the liquidity above this high and it start pushing high. Now if we talk about the internal structure right here, we talk what's going on here on the internal structure, we can see market was making highs, higher highs and higher lows. So overall market was making higher highs and higher lows. Now keeping this structure in our mind, we can see we have this level of support right here. So we have this key level of support at this point, and we can even mark the bottom right here as well. So this is wick and this is closing of this key level of support. Then we went into the lower degree, the 1 hour time frame, and what we noticed was that there was this key level of support right here at this point and at this point. This was a key level of support. So as the market touched this area of support, we just entered a buy position. We entered a long position at this area and we was anticipating a push higher, and just like that market pushed higher. So remember the trade that we took in the beginning of this stream. Oh, bad. I just again let me adjust the camera again. There we go. Okay. So that was the basic analysis behind this. Now what next? What to expect on Euro JPY now moving forward? So this is a key level of support right here on the Euro JPY. If we see that Euro JPY is breaking below this support area, we can look for a retest around this area, and then we can expect a continuation toward the downside direction toward this area. That's what we should be expecting right now on the Euro JPY. Okay, if we see a breakout, the reason behind bearish bias is basically the technical, not really a technical analysis thing, but a fundamental thing, because Bank of Japan, they said that we're gonna interrupt into the trading of Japanese yen. So fundamentally, they are looking to make the JPY pair stronger. So due to that, we can expect some weakness in these Euro JPY and JPY trades. So that's why if we break below, then we can expect lower. But on the other hand, if this area, the second setup is that if the market continue holding this area, then we can expect a push higher towards this area. Okay, so that's what we can expect on the Euro JPY as long as this area is holding. Now let's move towards the gold, because that's really important to see what's going on with the gold. Let's have a look here. So I'm gonna go ahead and look on the weekly time frame first of all, and see what's going on the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, what we can see is that, let's first of all mark the structure here. So market made this high, this low, higher high, low, higher high, low, and another higher high. So at this point, until market break below this area, before breaking below this area, we was in a bullish market structure. We was making clearly higher highs and higher lows. So this was a key level of support on the XAUUSD or gold. Okay, let me actually go to the settings and add watermark here again, because if somebody is coming, they should be able to see which pair we are analyzing right now. So that's why. So at this point, now what market did right here was, let me just adjust it right here. This is a bearish break of structure. So market break and close below this area. Now, if we look on the monthly time frame, we can see that this was a monthly close below this area. This was not just a swing below this area. This was a close below this area. So that's why on the weekly time frame, this is kind of a bearish signal for the gold overall. Now we can notice that there is this order block right here that market has tested. So we had this area of support or order block. Market tested this area and pushed higher. Now if I zoom in at this point and see what is going on the weekly time frame. Okay, so we have this area of resistance, right here on the XAUUSD. Market basically tested this as a support broke lower and tested it as a resistance. So we can expect a continuation to the downside direction on the gold in the higher degree, in the bigger time frame picture. This is also a supply zone for the gold. Now if we go to the daily time frame and see what's going on the daily time frame. So on the daily, we can adjust this supply zone right here. We can adjust the supply zone right here, and basically we can adjust this area of resistance right here, okay, as well. So we have this area of resistance that market has tested, and now it's pushing lower from this area. Okay. So as the market is pushing lower, now the overall, we are expecting the gold to push more lower towards the 1620 area. Now if we look on the 4-hour time frame, we can really adjust this area right here, and we can even adjust this right here as well. So now on the NFP, we know that news came up very negative for the gold, and that's the reaction what we are seeing right now in the gold at the moment. Let me actually not this. Yes, just give me a second. Okay, good. So on the 4-hour time frame, we can see that market was making higher highs and higher lows. So we have this high, low, a higher high, low, and a higher high. This was a clean move up. Now market has made this imbalance right here. This is an imbalance candle. Market is coming to fill this imbalance, and we have this level of support at this on the gold. Let's mark this as a green area, as a support area, as a demand zone. This is a structural demand area. Let me go ahead and mark this very cleanly. So at this point, we can see we have this break of structure to the upside direction. We have break of structure here, on the upside, and now we are retracing to the downside after testing the daily area of resistance. Now when the market is pulling back, this is the area from which we can look for a buy trade on the gold around this area. Okay, with stop loss of like 50 pips stop loss and 100 pip, almost 150 to 100 pip take profit. This would be a retracement trade, not a trend continuation trade. We would be only expecting a reaction from this area. We can adjust even this to this area based on 2 hour time frame, and if we go on the 1 hour time frame, we can see same sort of scenario right here. So this would be our entry area, almost here, 50 to 60 pips stop loss and 100 pips take profit. That is going to be the take profit and stop loss for this gold trade. Okay, so let's keep an eye on this XAUUSD analysis again. So again, in order to summarize, we can say that overall on the higher degree, gold is overall bearish. It has tested this area of supply and it's pushing lower, and if it can come more lower this area, we can look for buying opportunity. Now there is a support area right here as well. We can expect some sort of bounce from this level as well. We can expect that as well, but this would not be a very good trade to make. Now let's have a look on 5-minute chart. What's going on here? Okay, so for the intraday, yes, we can look for a selling trade around this area. For example, in the next, let's say 30 minutes, market come back to test this area, we can look for a sell trade around this area, and then we would be targeting 1675 to the downside on the XAUUSD. So that's what we are looking on the gold right now. Let me quickly have a look on other setups. So Euro USD, let me go on the basically 2 hour time frame to show what we are looking right now on the Euro USD. So on the higher degree, clearly we are in a clean downtrend. We can even draw a channel as well here, something like this. Let me change colors to this. We are in this strong bearish trend. Very recently market just basically tested this area of resistance. This was a support area, break below, tested it, and now it's pushing lower. On the daily time frame, we have this area as a spike zone. We have this spike area right here. If I remove this, you will be able to see that there is this spike right here. So for example, what happened when the market tested previous spike? We see a jump. Okay, so the spike zone are very important. So we are seeing this spike and at this area. Now that's one thing. Now on the basically 4 hour time frame, we can see we are making lower lows and lower highs here. Clean bearish continuation is going on here. So we actually broke our major structure to the downside direction here. Bearish and break of structure to the downside. We broke the structure to the downside, and now it's pushing lower. So we have this 4 hour spike area, and on the 2 hour time frame we can see we have again a spike zone here, and on the 1 hour time frame we can see we have this order block on the 1 hour time frame. this order block area. So I am expecting a 30 pip move to the upside direction from this area. Okay, if we, for example, in the next some minutes or in the NY session, if the market come to this area, we can enter a buy position if we see a evidence like a morning star pattern or a bullish engulfing or a rejection candle or a high volume down spike, something like that. At this area we can enter a buy position. Stop loss should be below this spike, and we can target a 30 to 50 pip trade. On the other hand, if we continue moving higher, then I would be looking to sell Euro USD around this area. That's what we would be looking for on the Euro USD. So from this area, we would be expecting a downside continuation on the Euro USD. Okay. After the Euro USD, let's have a look on other cryptos. Some cryptos, but before going, let me look on some Forex pair as well. GBP USD. Let's have a look on 4-hour time frame on GBP USD. So we have this spike area right here on the GBP USD, and on this 2-hour time frame, just give me a second, I have a call to receive. Just give me a second. Okay, so we are back. Sorry about that. So on the GBP USD 2-hour time frame, we can see. Let's first of all mark the structure clearly. We have to start everything from the structure. So as we can see, market is making lower lows and lower highs right here. Although we are at a support area, obviously this was a buy trade overall. This was not a bad trade, but we have created sort of this area of resistance right here. So we should be expecting a test and then a continuation to the downside direction on the GBP USD, right? So that's what we would be expecting on the GBP USD around here. Okay. On the other hand, if the market actually break and test this level, then we can expect a continuation toward this area. Okay. Now, if any news came up, which something like Bank of England trying to increase the interest rates or something like that, that would be obviously a bullish news. In that kind of news, we would be looking for buying opportunities. But before that, we are now looking for a kind of a selling setups. Okay, now let's move on further to the AUD USD. AUD USD. Just a second. AUD USD clearly bearish. There's nothing and that we can stay in the bullish side. So we are obviously looking for selling setups. This is the area from which we would be looking for sell side continuation. This area, this is our selling area. Mark this up and look for selling opportunities. Look for evidence here around this area for the sell setups. USD CAD on a resistance area, I'm expecting a downside move, but there is nothing very clear right now. We cannot enter a trade at this moment, but technically we are expecting a bearish continuation. Yes, if somehow it break this resistance, then on the next resistance I would be looking for a downside continuation. But overall, for the buying setups, this is a good area for the bullish opportunities. Technically, because USD is very bullish due to the Fed rate hike cycle. So this would be a good area to look for buying opportunities. NZD USD. Let's wait for this bad boy to come. This area, this supply zone. I would be very interested to go short NZD around this area. Let's wait for that. USD CHF. There's nothing very clear on USD CHF. Yes, AUD JPY. This is a good setup to go short around this area. This is a good setup on AUD JPY. We already talked about this support area. So see, Euro JPY is pushing higher from this level. Let me see if we have anything else that we can trade off of. It's basically start, as we don't have much viewers right now. So moving forward, when we're gonna have some viewers, then obviously we can actually you guys can ask question in the stream and everything. So that will be much more easier. UTCHF. NZD-CHF. Let me see NZD-CHF. You know what? I am going to take a sell trade on NZD-CHF. Just give me a second. NZD-CHF. This is a let me actually show you guys. Let me actually change the color to this. Bear candle to this. Okay, there we go. There we have it. So guys, this is our first live trade on the stream. Basically, second trade, obviously, on the Euro JPY. This was a winner trade on the NZD-CHF. This is a sell trade. I'm expecting it to go lower. How is M30? M30 is looking good as well. Even 1 hour is looking good. So I am really interested to go short here on NZD-CHF. Let's see how this one plays out. Just give me a second now. I am going to Just give me a second. I'm basically okay, okay, okay. Um, okay, so let's talk about this NZDCHF. This is live trade here in front of you guys. We have taken a sell trade at this point, and I am expecting it to move lower. Okay, now let's talk about the reasoning behind this trade, why we have taken this um, sell trade on NZDCHF. Now, very simply, let's jump back to the trading view, okay, and then talk about what was the reasoning behind this selling setup on the NZDCHF. This is our first live trade, and hopefully, no, not this. Should I have to be this? So, um, display capture. There we go. Now I have to now adjust the screen here. Here. There we go. That's our stream. I am going to basically there we go. There we go, guys. Here we have it. Basically, we are getting used to the streaming and everything, but uh, the major reasoning behind the sell setup on NZDCHF is that overall we are in downtrend. We tested the supply zone, and we are continuing to the downside direction. I am expecting the overall bearish trend to continue lower from this area. So that's why we entered a long short position on in the DCHF. So let's see how this one plays out. So with that being said, I think we can wrap the stream here. This today was a good stream, much better than the previous ones. We have basically um, changed, improved very many things. We improved our image quality. We improved the trade setups. How we're gonna play that. Basically, we are still working on how to basically make the best stream possible in this entire Forex YouTube industry. Taking live trades here, telling you and everything, analysis, levels, and everything. So make sure you guys can smash that like and subscribe, I guess. And before going, let me just quickly show you guys the overall a trade that we took, just to show you the transparency. So this was the live trade that we took here on NZDCHF. So it's so far moving good. Let's see. I'm gonna watch how the next 2 3 15-minute candles closes. If it closes some bearish candle, then I'm gonna move stop loss to the break even. With that being said, I'm gonna wrap the stream here, and I'll see you guys